Me, doesn't want to eat. My parents, this time for Africa. Parents, eat this food. Baby, never. Parents, the food is now an airplane. Baby. My parents arguing about divorce. Me coming to tell them I set my phone's language to Japanese and can't change it back. My mom, a successful owner of a multi-million-dollar company. My dad, who has 3 PhDs and is a worldwide famous scientist. Me, who can't stop lying about his parents. My parents, your computer is making the electricity bills way too high. Also my parents, I love refrigerators. Fathers be like, hey son, how old are you? 24. At your age I was 27. French school asks parents to stop throwing children over the fence when they're late. Normal parents, French parents, yeet the child. First date. Her dad, I want her home before midnight. Me, but you already own her home. Dad, turning to daughter, if you don't sleep with him, I will. My friend, my wife is pregnant. This proves I've had sex. Me, it proves your wife had sex. My friend, I have to go make a call. Parents telling me that they walked 10 kilometers to school. Me telling my kids that I survived a global pandemic. Little Josh is a legend and all, but the credit should go to his parents who took him to the fight in the first place. Me in high school, oh my god, I can't wait to go, be on my own, and decorate my house. Me now. Dad, I'm sick, can I not go to school today? Back in my day, we still had school during a pandemic. Okay, Zoomer. My parents, you need to turn off lights if you're not in a room. That's why the electric bill is so high. It's a 100 watt light bulbs. It takes 10 hours for it to use 1 kilowatt, which means it costs $0.12 to leave it on for 10 hours. Just turn off the lights. Smart ace. Me telling my dad why an Imperial Star Destroyer Lego set would be a solid investment. My dad, who's a big Star Wars nerd, waiting patiently to tell me he got one for us to build together. Age 8, I'm starting to love piano. Mom and dad. Age 18, I wanna study music. Mom and dad. 8-year-old's haircuts now versus my haircut when I was 8. Parents, nobody wants you. Me, who knows I'm on the FBI most wanted list. Things you can only do with boys. And here's my little boy baiting in the tub. Look at his little wee wee. Oh, hee hee hee. And here's my little girl bathing in the tub. Look at her little vague. What the duck? 12-year-old me, taste a sip of alcohol. My parents, how does it taste lol? Me. The two possible scenarios that happen when listening to a song you loved as a kid. You're as beautiful as a day I lost you. What the cinnamon toast duck is this? Parents, no dating boys. Daughter, dates a girl. Parents. Mother, I want my son to be a scientist. Father, say it no more. Quantum entanglement for babies. Child is having mental problems due to career and study pressure. I sleep. Child is enjoying something other than study. Real shut. Teenage girl, I just wanna be loved. Parents, or honey, we love you no matter what. Teenage girl, I hate you. Kids with abusive parents. Kids with strict parents. Ability to tell which family member is coming by the pace of footsteps. A message to TikTok parents who use my face to make their kids cry. I'd thought I'd seen it all, but a few weeks ago, I discovered it was happening again on TikTok through something called the New Teacher Challenge. It's the latest viral trend in which parents show their children photos of disabled people, who they say is their child's new teacher. The kids' reactions, typically frightened and embarrassed, is filmed, of course. And it's all done for a laugh. Ernie prepares to commit a hate crime. My kid has a B in school, so I'll yell at him to improve. I'll take away his stuff like phone and computer. I'll compare him to his friends with low A's. I'm being such a good parent. Is to a lot. Depends on the context. Innators? No. Parents showing up to your birth? Yes. Come over. Me, I can't. I'm self-isolating. My parents aren't home. Me, 911. My parents when I'm alone. My parents when friends come around. Mom when I forget to defrost the chicken. Mom when she accidentally sets the kitchen on fire. My drunk mother ripped my baby off of my desk. Duck my life. What an absolute alcoholic tyrant. The liar, the witch and the audacity of this butch. My headphones unplugging while my parents are in the next room. Pornhub auto pausing. My girlfriend. Just be yourself. That's who I fell in love with. Me. Cool. Her parents. So except from playing video games, what else do you do? Me. I do a great impression of a heat dog. When someone with multiple kids calls me selfish for not having children, ask them why they brought more people into this world and they will start their sentence with I wanted. Parents treat their kids like shut. Kids, I hate you. Parents. Parents, your generation has no patience. When I was your age. Parents when the computer freezes 4.02 seconds. Just like how my parents look at me. I hate titans. Turns into titan. I hate gals. Turns into gal. I hate vampires. Turns into vampire. Me. I hate tall, strong, smart people. Visible disappointment. Your child's mental health is more important than their grades. Parents. That sign won't stop me because I can't read. My parents. You better work hard or you will end up like that garbage guy. The garbage guy with a disability but still tries his best to earn money and keep the neighborhood clean. A person who has a Finnish and a Polish parent. Finished and polished. Child who presented a valid argument to his parents. Do you yield? His parents. I do not. Disrespectful. I gave birth to you. Go to your room. Me. Makes valid point against my parents. My parents. Now you get this straight. We own you. You're ours. Me listening to my mom say sex is a sin and telling me she wants grandkids in the sentence. When you gotta put your parent face on and tell your kid why they can't call other kids duckhead. Child. How are babies made? Parent. Using magic. Child. Do they use a magic wand? Parent. It's an oversimplification of events, but yes. Back in the day, life was much easier or simpler. Your life is much easier or simpler now with all that technology. Parents. When your parents come into your room, but don't shut the door. When your 11-year-old daughter finally lands a big role on a Netflix film, but you didn't read the script. Show this to your parents and see what they have to say about gaming. Teen saved from seizure after online gaming friend calls police from 5,000 miles away. My daughter scored 93% in 10th. I'm very disappointed. Should I nourish her? Having a parent like you is already a nourishment for her. Holy shit, you ducking killed him dude. Parents when they scream at their depressed child for the 5th time. Why do I fix everything I touch? My parents at 35. We should have a 5th child. We can easily afford another. Me at 35. We should have a 5th roommate. We can't afford not to. 5-year-old me showing my parents a drawing I made of me and them. My parents. First edition. Very nice. Parents when their baby says a word. First time. 4-year-old me falls down and starts crying. My dad hits the floor. Why you did this to my boy? 4-year-old me. Happiness noise. When your parents are checking to see if you are sleeping or not. What it looks like. what it feels like. Me explaining to my parents why I'm not having kids. This curse ends with me. These parents know what they're doing for sure. Really gotta teach my parents how to use emojis. Your Uncle Mark died. My husband and I just sat in our car outside of our house and ate a huge piece of carrot cake because we didn't want to share it with our kids, their children. My plane leaves at 4:30 p.m. My parents at 1 a.m. Road safety laws prepare to be ignored. Me entering my parents' bedroom. My parents entering my bedroom. Me, can I have some friends over? My parents, no. Me, grows up to have no social skills. My parents. Mop, oh my god. I can't believe we found this shut in his room. What are we gonna do? Dad, well, one thing's for sure, I don't think we should spank him. Parents after texting their kid you instead of you. Welcome to downtown Coolsville. My parents when I do all the tasks they ordered me to do, and even more than those. My parents when they realize that I didn't do that tiny, hardly noticeable, and useless task that they didn't even order me to do in the first place. Me when my parents left me alone in home for an hour. This is my time. When I ask my parents for advice, and it becomes a 3-hour lecture. When one of your parents did something crazy, and they never told you. You what? Me getting hurt. My mom. Why haven't you been more careful? Me, uses smartphone. Me, fails exam. Parents. Coincidence? I think not. When you're trying to convince your parents to let you buy something. My parents if invading privacy was a national sport. The pillow I have used for more than 10 years. My parents. Cast it into the fire. Destroy it. Me. No. POV. You close the door a bit too hard after arguing with your parents. Pablo, why aren't we alive? My parents trying to find out how I am still getting memes and stuff even though Google and Safari is bulked. Me using swipe down and search. How our grandparents did the math. How our parents did the math. How kids do math. Me going to the music lesson my parents forced me into. Shut. Here we go again. The parental control app that my mom installed on my phone. My privacy. 6-year-old me explaining to my parents why I should be allowed to drive their car. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. When my parents call my full name. Me argues with my mum. Mum, don't be rude, you little shut. Me. How moms feel like after telling their kids that they can't go outside cause she saw a random ace girl getting squidnapped on the news. Nobody. My parents when I literally do anything. Nobody. Parents after they buy something in discount, even if it was a $1 discount. Ultra super mega bulk Friday. Infernal stonks. When your parents laugh at something you said that wasn't supposed to be funny or cringe. We're funny. Do your parents know where you are? I don't know. Do your parents know where you are? Admit that kids can't pause online games. Or draw 25. Parents. Me. I'm bored. There's nothing to do. My parents. Go play outside. Do some chores. Play with your siblings. Do your homework. Take a nap. Read a book. Where does it hurt? Headache. Stomachache. When your parents are strict. What if we blame everything on the devices and make children more depressed? When you promise to your parents you won't use your device at night, but you remember there's that one thing you forgot to do. Parents. Kids actually being right in an argument. Stop giving me attitude. You can always tell what parent it is by the way they come up the stairs. Change my mind. Parents with $100. 9-year-old with $100. When a student failed in his exams, provide emotional support. Blaming and shaming and comparing with others. Parents and teachers. My parents. Do what you love. My parents when I'm doing what I love. Watching YouTube and that kind of stuff. Listen here, you little shut. Youngest child commits arson. Breaks all the windows. Broke dad's grandpa's dish. And broke everyone's device. Parents. I sleep. Oldest child moves. Parents. Real shut. When you tell your parents a joke and it turns into a lecture. Me. Kills my friend in a video game. My parents. Confused screaming. A murderer escaped near where I live, so I texted my parents to see if they were okay. They sent me this. Me when I ask my parents about something, and they go into a 3-hour explanation on it. You need a parent's permission. The orphan. I don't have such weaknesses. When I fracture my skull. Mum. I sleep. When my little sister grazes her knee. Mum. Real shut. Accept you lost the argument. Or, draw 25. Parents. Parents when the youngest sibling does something wrong. Or, how cute. Parents when the oldest sibling does something wrong. Listen here, you little shut. You're so selfish. Your dad has been working a lot by himself, and you did not help him. Okay mom. Dad, do you want help? No. Parents. Says a bad word. Me. Says bad word. Parents. Me. Puts an item 0.00000001 centimeters away from where I found it. My parents. Wouldn't that make you irresponsible? My parents. Clean your room. Me. Breathe. My parents. Did I stutter? When you show your parents your report card and they don't want to put you up for adoption. I see this as an absolute win. When your parents shout at you with your full name. My time has come. My parents when my life doesn't rely on my phone at an exact moment. It's useless. Give it to me. My parents. Go take out the trash. Me who was on Minecraft for 0.000000001 seconds. If parent or teacher conferences existed in college. Dad, how's my son doing? Professor, I've never met this man in my life. My mom saying you're so lazy. Me just getting comfy after mowing the lawn 54 times. My dad calling my mom a butch. My mom calling my dad a bastard. Me who doesn't swear at my parents. Whoop child. Take away iPad for a month. Parents. Me who closed the door too hard after the argue. My parents. My parents. Say my full name. Me. Me telling my parents about the Easter bunny from over my years. My parents told me the Easter Bunny brought me goodies over my years. My parents also told me that the Easter Bunny isn't real. My parents also told me that the Easter Bunny isn't real. Me asks my parents for money. My parent, okay, how much do you want? Me, I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far. Parents, you will get on the world's time schedule by getting up super early. Me, well, Einstein said time was relative, right? Parents, after telling you're so quiet, it's suspicious. Speak to me, and you talk. How dare you speak back to me? Parents, after nourishing their child, because they asked why they have to do a bunch of chores for the whole day while they sit on the couch. Why do I fix everything I touch? Parents, when your sibling breaks a rule, I sleep. Parents, when you break a rule, we'll shut. Me accidentally slams my door after arguing with my dad. My dad, I will send you to Jesus. Parents, when you slightly brush up against your sibling. Parents, when that same sibling commits 10 hate crimes on you. POV, you're chilling with your parents and they tell you some deep bass shit. The loudest sounds on earth. Concert speakers. Fireworks. Gunfire. Blue whale. Space shuttle. Your parents when they yell at you in public.